It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. My friends, on today's episode, I am going to a song that I know and I don't know. And there's a lot of these that I've heard over, the previous years, and I've got an idea of what the song's about, but when I actually think about it, I have no idea how the actual song goes or what it's about. And today, we're going back to Led Zeppelin, friends. I can't help it. I've got off to a slow start on the channel with this band, but we're making up for lost time. I'm going to be listening to Ramble On today, and I'm happy that you are with me. So this is going to be my 11th video here on YouTube dedicated to music by Led Zeppelin, and the 5th this year. I'm trying to get to their music about every 6 weeks just to continue learning some of their back catalog. And most recently on the channel this year, we've heard Whole Lot of Love, the Rain Song, the unplugged version of it, the Battle of Evermore, and Immigrant Song. And in the past, we've done a couple of their full albums over on Patreon, and I'm getting into this band, y'all. Their music is infectious. And today, I'm going to go back to Led Zeppelin II. The last time I was with you, we heard Whole Lot of Love, and that's from this album, the only single released from this album. But we're going to go back to Led Zeppelin II from 1969, and we're going to hear Ramble On, and it's going to be a fun time, I think. Interestingly, this song was not released as a single, but it's become one of the fan favorites from this band, and I'm sure this is due in part to the album itself reaching #1 both in the United States and in the United Kingdom, and selling over 12 million copies. So a bunch of people have heard Ramble On the record, and they just love it. So the song was written by Jimmy Page and Robert Plant, and Robert provided most of the lyrics, which were influenced by Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings saga. So that's something that I know a little bit about, having seen the movies and read the book. So I'm ready to get into this, y'all. The only thing that I remember about Ramble On is just Robert going, Ramble On! And that's about it. Maybe a Sing My Song! And that's the only shard of a memory that I have of this song. So I need to fill in all of those big gaps. So let's get to it, friends. I am making use of the official audio from Led Zeppelin's YouTube page, and I'm excited to get to this, y'all. So let's get it. Ramble On from Led Zeppelin. Off we go. Ooh. Start with acoustic. It's an interesting way to do that. Percussion. I don't know if I like the consistent nature of that. It's distracting me.
All around. Time I was on my way. Thanks to you, I'm much obliged.
Major key, that's an E major chord. An A major. The question is, what key are we in? Are we in E or are we in A? Is that so? Or is it do? Fa? Don't know yet.
Sometimes I grow so tired, but I know if I want to sing, I got to do.
That makes it an E, the addition of the bass. I was right, sing that song. That's cool. Back to verse 2, and they're still doing. Keeps me from hearing the bass. The bass is what's drawing my real attention here. John Paul. Two different guitars. guitars. That's beautiful. The syncopation is so good. That makes it. Just that little move. That's so cool. They're in different ears, the guitars.
Mine's a tale that can't be told.
Come on. Verse 3.
Freedom I hold dear. How years ago, in days of old, when magic filled the air.
Magic filled the air. Okay.
Just in the darkest depths of Mordor.
Darkest depths of Mordor.
I met a girl so fair.
You met a girl in Mordor. Wow.
But got him at the evil one.
The evil one is Sauron, right?
Slipped away with her.
What? Gollum and Sauron stole his girl? That's
Happen to know. I guess I'll keep on rambling.
Keep on rambling, Robert.
See myself.
You gotta meet another girl.
I'm gonna ramble on, sing my song, gonna work my way around the world, ramble on.
The guitars are great, Robert's great, but the bass is what makes this song. Listen. It's being panned back and forth, and John Paul's all over the place. It's gonna fade out. We're just getting going. How is there not a big guitar solo in that? Whoa. I'll be darned. That's the song. Ramble on. I got that part. Huh. It's a real groovy tune. I actually really like that. That was fun. And like I said, the syncopation, pop, 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 that makes it. That makes the energy and the groove in that chorus really come alive. And y'all, like I said, I have read The Lord of the Rings, and I've seen the movies. I never realized that Mordor was a great place to meet women. And I didn't think that Gollum and Sauron would be willing to take their eye off of the One Ring in order to steal Robert's girl. I don't know what they're doing. She must have been very pretty. So I'm sorry, Robert, but you just got to keep rambling on. So I think that the connection to the Lord of the Rings is a metaphorical one here in the song. Just as Frodo and Sam are on their journey to find the One Ring, the band, I think, is journeying around the world to find transcendence, meaning in life, transcendence through their music. It's a loose metaphor, but I think that's the one I'm going to go with. Both of these journeys are long, both of them are taxing, and the goal itself, the One Ring or transcendence or meaning or whatever, is something that can become all-encompassing, consuming, and whatever the cost, the journey must continue, right? So they all must ramble on. I think that's what the song is about. Let me go back to some of the words here. Ramble on, and now the time is now to sing my song. I'm going round the world, I gotta find my girl. So maybe he's just in search of his lady. On my way, I've been this way 10 years to the day. I gotta ramble on, I gotta find the queen of all my dreams. She's in Mordor, apparently, hanging out with Sauron and Gollum.
And she must have the precious. Yeah, she must be precious. Maybe she's the precious one, yes.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I'm a little bit of a Lord of the Rings fan. I love the story and the movies and all of it. So, Led Zeppelin. I got to get to the early stuff too, y'all. When we started off on Patreon doing an extended play lounge, doing an entire album, I put up some of their early albums up to Houses of the Holy, and Houses of the Holy was the one that got picked. I was expecting our audience to go, you should just start with Led Zeppelin 1 if you're relatively unfamiliar with them and go through chronologically. That's not what they did. They picked Houses of the Holy first, and then the next one was Physical Graffiti, the double album. I really loved both of them, and I think the rest of the time we've just been hitting individual songs here and there, but that's the second one that I've heard off of Led Zeppelin II, and both of them I've really liked. So maybe that'll come next, or maybe we go back to Led Zeppelin 1 and we really take it from the beginning now that I've heard a smattering of what this band is all about. I'm not sure where the journey takes us, y'all, but I am here for it. I'm getting on the bandwagon with Led Zeppelin. They've got such a unique grasp of rhythm in their songs, and it elevates their musical ideas to a place that I think is quite unique. And of course they've got their own unique talents. I mean, with Robert's vocals, Jimmy's guitars, and his techniques to bring out all of these fascinating sounds on the guitars. They were in both ears this time. John Paul Jones on the incredible bass playing, and of course Bonham back there behind the drums just doing his thing. So they're a special band, and I'm eager to keep going with them. But I believe that's going to be all for today, my friends. I thank you for being with me, and we'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.